are happy to introduce the new normal virtual practical classes by our physics, chemistry, biology, computer science and science teachers for you. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you.
Hello everybody. Today we are going to see higher secondary first year chemistry practicals. So in higher secondary first year, the chemistry practical is nothing but inorganic qualitative analysis. So what is mainly qualitative analysis? That is nothing but we have to analyze the cations and anions present in the given simple salt. That is called qualitative analysis. So in 11th standard, you have totally 20 marks practical. In the 20 marks, so 15 marks for practicals and the remaining 5 marks for record and skill. Okay. So first we discuss the marking scheme of 11th standard practicals. Okay. See, in that salt analysis, you have to analyze the acid radical. So that acid radical contains 8 tests, that is 8 of totally 4 marks. So then sodium carbonate extract preparation, so that contains 1 marks. And the next one is sodium carbonate extract test, that's equal to 2 marks. Then preparation of the original salt solution, 1 mark. And group separation, and then finally confirmatory test, so totally 3 plus 2, 5 marks. And finally record notebooks and skills, 5 marks. So total marks for your inorganic qualitative analysis is 20 marks, that is 15 plus 5, totally 20 marks. Okay, let's see the list of salt you are going to analyze. Okay, so actually these list of salt, that is totally 15 salts are there. These 15 salts are generally called simple salt. Why they called simple salt? That is why, because simple salt means is nothing but a salt contains only one cation and one anion. Suppose if you take sodium chloride, okay, in sodium chloride, there is the formula for sodium chloride is NaCl, in which the cation is Na plus and anion is Cl minus. That's why it is called simple salt. Okay, only cation and anion present in the salt is called simple salt. Okay, so likewise there are 15 salt given. This is nothing but a list of salt you are going to analyze in 11th standard chemistry practicals. So the first salt name is lead nitrate. Okay, then second one is copper sulfate. The next one is copper carbonate and ferric chloride, zinc sulfate, zinc sulfide, aluminum sulfate. There are 7 salts this side and this side. See, the first salt is aluminum nitrate, calcium carbonate, barium chloride, ammonium chloride, ammonium bromide, magnesium sulfate, magnesium carbonate, and finally magnesium phosphate. Okay, these are a list of 15 salts. So, suppose if I am taking the first salt, lead nitrate, in which the acid radical is nitrate and basic radical is lead. That is, the formula for lead nitrate, you know, PbNO3 twice. So the NO3 minus is anion, that is called acid radical, and the Pb2 plus is cation, that is called a basic radical. Okay. So to analyze all the 15 salt, we have a procedure. The procedure is called a systematic procedure, in which there are different headings of the first heading is a preliminary test, in which you are going to analyze the presence of acid radical, and the next one is identification of the anions, that is identification of the acid radical. Here also we are going to analyze the presence of the acid radicals using some test. So after that, sodium carbonate extract test, in which also we are analyzing presence of the acid radical like nitrate, sulfate, carbonate, chloride and the phosphate. These are all the acid radical presence in the salt. So after sodium carbonate extract, the next heading is identification of basic radical using original salt solution. So after that, we have to confirm the presence of basic radical in the given simple salt, and finally we have to report the acid radical and the basic radical present in the salt. Okay, we will discuss the analysis of the lead nitrate in the next session. Okay, thank you children. Welcome to chemistry higher secondary first year practicals. So today we are going to analyze the first salt, lead nitrate. Okay, let's see the presence of nitrate and lead in the lead nitrate salt. So first I am going to analyze the presence of nitrate. Okay, so before that we have to check the solubility of the salt. Okay, because this is lead nitrate. So the lead nitrate salt is crystalline nature and also it is colorless salt. Okay, so generally the crystalline salts are dissolved in water. Okay, let's see how it is. So just I am taking small amount of the salt in the test tube. Just I am adding the that is a distilled water into this salt. So now the salt is completely dissolved in water. So the solubility completely dissolved in water. So lead nitrate is crystalline salt. Okay. So in the next test, I am going to analyze the presence of nitrate. That is, nitrate means acid radical present in the lead nitrate salt. So for that, I just taken the test tube. This is a dry test tube in which small amount of this salt, that is lead nitrate, you have to add and gently heat. Okay, see the observation while heating. So while heating, a gas is liberated, that is called reddish brown gas due to liberation of NO2 gas. Okay, due to liberation of, see the reddish brown gas is evolves. This is due to presence of nitrate ion in lead nitrate salt. This test is known to be the action of heat. The next test is copper turning test. So this copper turning test is used to analyze the presence of nitrate ion in the lead nitrate salt. Okay. So the copper turning test, we have to take small amount of the lead nitrate salt in the test tube. So after that, we have to add copper turnings, a very small amount of the copper turnings into this salt. So after adding copper turnings, next you have to add the concentrated sulfuric acid. So see children, while adding concentrated sulfuric acid, you have to take some safety measures. Okay, you have to add the concentrated sulfuric acid like this. Keep your eyes and everything is very safely. Then you add the concentrated sulfuric acid. Then this mixture is heated gently to the burner. See the changes. So while heating, a reddish brown gas is evolves. This is due to liberation of NO2 gas. So this copper turning test confirms almost the presence of nitrate in lead nitrate salt. Okay, so this test is known as copper turning test. Next, we are going to analyze the presence of nitrate, that is acid radical present in lead nitrate, by using sodium carbonate extract. So before that, we have to prepare the sodium carbonate extract. How to prepare sodium carbonate extract? It's a simple method. So first we have to take a beaker. Okay, in that beaker we have to add the small amount of the salt, that is lead nitrate salt. I am adding now lead nitrate salt into this beaker, and twice the amount of sodium carbonate salt, that is a solid sodium carbonate is added into lead nitrate salt. So then we have to add nearly 10 to 15 ml of the distilled water into this mixture. Okay, now the beaker contains lead nitrate, sodium carbonate and distilled water. So we have to heat this mixture nearly 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so after heating, we have to filter and cool the mixture. Then we go for the further test. Okay, minutes we have to take this mixture and using funnel and filter paper. Now I am going to filter this sodium carbonate extract mixture. Okay, so I am filtering sodium carbonate extract mixture. Okay, so now the filtering is going on. Now sodium carbonate extract is ready. Using this extract, I am going to analyze the presence of nitrate in lead nitrate salt. The test name is brown ring test. Again I repeat, the test name is brown ring test. This is the test, actually the confirmation test for nitrate is brown ring test. Okay, see. So we have to take the another test tube. In the test tube, I am adding a small amount of the sodium carbonate extract. Okay, to this extract, dilute sulfuric acid is added. To this extract, dilute sulfuric acid is added. See, so to this extract, I am adding dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, so after adding dilute sulfuric acid, the next solution is freshly prepared ferrous sulfate. This is freshly prepared ferrous sulfate. Okay. So already I prepared this solution. Now I am adding freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution to this mixture. So now the next step is very important. So after this we have to add a concentrated sulfuric acid. We have to add a concentrated sulfuric acid along the sides of the test tube. Then only the product is formed. Okay. So I am adding now along the sides of the test tube. Okay. Slowly I am adding concentrated sulfuric acid now along the sides of the test tube. Okay. Slowly I am adding the concentrated sulfuric acid now. So I am adding concentrated sulfuric acid. See the changes in the test tube. A ring is formed. The ring is called brown ring. This is due to formation of the complex. So this also confirms the presence of nitrate. See, this is a brown ring is formed. This confirms presence of the. So this is brown ring formed in this test. So this confirms presence of nitrate present in lead nitrate salt. So next one is identification of basic radical present in the given simple salt, that is lead nitrate. To identify basic radical, so we have to prepare a salt solution is called original salt solution. So you know the lead nitrate is a crystalline salt, so it is easily dissolved in water. So the original salt solution is prepared by using water. Okay, now a small amount of the salt taken in test tube, a small amount of the salt, that is lead nitrate, taken in test tube, and into this salt distilled water is added. Now the solution is called as, now this lead nitrate salt is completely soluble in water. This solution is called original salt solution. So using this original salt solution, we are going to separate the groups. So actually lead present in first group. Okay, lead present in first group. If I am taking this original salt solution, if I add the dilute hydrochloric acid, white precipitate is formed. Okay, so now I am going to do actually confirmatory test. Okay, in the group separation, just simply we add hydrochloric acid, white precipitate is formed. That is group separation. But I am doing now, I am going to confirm the presence of lead in the salt by using potassium iodide. Then the test is called as confirmatory test. So for that I have to take a test tube. In this test tube I am adding original salt solution, that is small amount of the original salt solution is added in this test tube. Okay, so after adding original salt solution, so we have to add potassium iodide. We have to add potassium iodide solution. Okay, now potassium iodide is added to this original salt solution. Okay, while adding potassium iodide to this original salt solution, see the precipitate is formed, that is yellow precipitate is formed. This is confirms presence of lead in lead nitrate salt. Okay, so after this we have to boil this yellow precipitate, or we have to boil this mixture. So just 1 minute we have to boil this one. So gently I am boiling this one, yellow precipitate formed while adding potassium iodide. So after boiling, so yellow precipitate is obtained, the yellow precipitate is boiled and cooled, the golden yellow spangles appear. This confirms presence of the lead in lead nitrate salt. So therefore our salt is lead nitrate in which nitrate is present. So we are confirming the presence of nitrate using a test is called as brown ring test. And one more, we confirming presence of lead by using lead iodide, yellow precipitate is obtained. So this is confirmatory test for nitrate, this is confirmatory test for lead. So this is brown ring, this is yellow precipitate. Okay, therefore the given salt is lead nitrate. Thank you.